Hey, good morning, Cornerstone. We just want to say another hello. We're hanging out, going for a walk this morning. It's beautiful. We're here with our dog, Trip. If you can see Trip there somewhere, there he is. But we just wanted to speak to you on prayer. God has been teaching us a lot on the power of prayer, continues to teach us a lot. Many of you have been reading through Philippians, and in Philippians chapter 4, probably familiar with this verse where Paul says, do not worry about anything, but in everything pray. And then he also says, with that, give thanks to the Lord. So
yeah, I think the one thing, even like adding to when we're worried or we're anxious or we're kind of overwhelmed with thoughts. I don't know if many of you are struggling with sleeping or falling asleep, or maybe getting up in the middle of the night, or even throughout the day, just overwhelmed with thoughts and feelings that come with this disappointment, with this waiting, and like just naturally, all of these things kind of flood us. And I think that's why it's so incredibly important that during this time we find ourselves on our knees or taking a walk and allowing nature, my goodness, just the sun and the calm of the water and the smells and the birds and all of that brings us to a place where we can openly just start talking to our Heavenly Father and just express all of those things that are just overwhelming us during this time.
yeah, and we found that it's a great reminder that when we're outside just looking at the birds and everything in between, that God's still in control. One thing that really struck me this morning that I read, it was a quote from Pastor Craig Rochelle, where he said, when we start to feel anxious, he said, anxiety should be that signal that, hey, it's time to pray. And that was a great reminder for me. And so past few days, like when things have come up, I've just stopped and prayed. I have a dear friend who's dealing with a heart issue. I've just stopped and prayed for him. I had a buddy of mine who had his car stolen here in Charlottesville. And so I just let him know, hey, I'm praying, and I stopped and prayed. And thankfully, a few hours later, he got his car back with no damage. And so it's big things, small things. And I'll speak to that too, that we serve a big God, and so we can ask for big prayers. We've been praying together over the country, the whole country of Nepal, that God would provide things like food and protect the country from the spread of this virus. So we encourage you to ask big. And so with all that said, we want to remind you that we have a team, myself, other pastors, our staff, that want to pray for you, want to know what's going on in your lives. And so you can text the word need prayer to 484848. And whether you need prayer for something or you just want to celebrate something that God is doing in your life, we want to hear about it. So we encourage you to do that. But we just want to tell you, we love you so much. We look forward to the day where we can gather together, whatever that looks like in the coming days. We cannot wait to see you again. But in the meantime, stay faithful. We love you, and have a great day.